Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, the 4th day of July. Here we go. Okay, if somebody has a surgery or mild surgery that is scheduled for the 3 weeks, that's not a good idea. We'll go back to what if you have to have it done in just a moment, but during the 3 weeks, it's not a good idea to schedule a surgery that doesn't have to be done, and certainly not during the 9 days if it doesn't have to be done. It's not an auspicious time for the Jewish people, and to go scheduling things like surgical maneuvers during that time is kind of like scary, and we try not to arrange such things. Now, we're in the middle of the 3 weeks, and you could, somebody out there listening could have something scheduled, so I got to tell you that we put your safety first, and if the doctor is saying in any way that what he wants to do has to be done and it can't be delayed for your safety, then of course it's permissible if it's for your safety and for your general health. The question would only be these in-between kind of things that can definitely wait, and they're kind of don't necessarily have to be done right at this time. Then maybe consult with your rabbi and your doctor, and maybe even the two of them together, and figure out what would be the best proper time to have this thing postponed, if it's possible to have it postponed. Now, what if, kind of switching topics here, what if a family is preparing for a wedding? That's certainly not going to take place during the 3 weeks or the 9 days, but sometimes there's a wedding like the day after Tisha B'Av, or 2 days afterwards. So there are a lot of things, 2 days before a wedding, and you're allowed to schedule a wedding for 2 days after Tisha B'Av, even at the night the day after Tisha B'Av. So, but you're going to have to sew and the gown, things are going to have to go to seamstresses, wedding arrangements are going to have to be made, etc. So the bottom line is, the general answer to that question is that it's all allowed to be done if it has to be done in preparation for a wedding, which is allowed to happen a day or two after Tisha B'Av. So if the wedding is properly scheduled, which it is, and something has to be fitted 4 days before, then you just kind of like have to do it, and you don't really have a lot of choices in that situation. If it ever gets tricky and there's party planning being done, and it's going to end up happening on the day of Tisha B'Av, so please consult with your rabbi, because that too is very, very delicate and you want to get it right. But the general rule is the wedding is allowed to be afterwards, and the general rule is that any preparation that has to be done during the 9 days can be done for that wedding. On the in-betweens and the gray areas, definitely speak to your rabbi about those situations. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.